You are standing at a crossroads of light and shadow, Aquarius, and tonight the veil is thinner than you think. I can feel it as I open your energy. A cold wind behind your back and a warm flame in front of you. Between those extremes, your destiny trembles like a candle about to be either extinguished or reborn. You did not find this message by chance. A sacred alignment pushed you here, almost as if an invisible hand took your phone, guided your eyes and whispered, "Listen now." There is something you need to hear before the day finishes, something that could change the way this week, this month, even this year unfolds for you. So do not move away. Stay with me until the very end because there is a revelation that will mark a before and after in your life. As I turn the first invisible card over your energy, I see the moon rising over a dark sea. This shows me confusion, illusions, and whispers that are not your own thoughts. Someone around you has not been sincere. There is an energy of hidden enemies, people who smile in front of you but clench their teeth when you turn your back. They watch your steps, your projects, your relationships with an envy that they try to disguise as concern. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange sensation that something is off, that some conversations are colder, that some looks are heavier. This is not your imagination. Spirit is warning you. Your intuition has been right all along. The cards tell me that you have been walking with your heart open and your guard low, trusting because your nature is to believe in what is different, in what is possible, in the future that others cannot yet see. But that same openness has allowed certain shadows to enter your field. These shadows do not always arrive as obvious enemies. Sometimes they come as friends who only appear when they need something, as family who judge instead of support, or as partners who take and rarely give back. You have carried weight that does not belong to you. You have carried guilt, responsibility, and even debts that were never yours to bear. Another card appears beside the moon. The Seven of Swords. This is the card of theft, deceit, and strategy in the dark. Someone has tried to steal something from you. Your peace, your time, your ideas, your joy, maybe even your money. They thought you were too distracted, too busy dreaming, to notice. What they did not calculate is that an Aquarius can look far ahead, beyond the apparent, and your soul is now calling every lie to the surface. Every secret, every mask, every manipulation is about to be exposed. This is why your energy has felt unstable, why your emotions have gone from hope to suspicion in seconds. Your higher self is pushing you to see what you refuse to see. Yet, even in the middle of this darkness, Spirit is not here to frighten you. Spirit is here to empower you. You are not a victim in this story. You are the storm that breaks the old patterns, the lightning that illuminates what others wanted to keep hidden. I hear a decree Spirit is placing over your life, and I want you to repeat it with me, even if it is only in your mind right now. My path is protected, my destiny is abundance. Say it once. Say it twice. Let it sink into your bones. My path is protected. My destiny is abundance. When you declare this, you are not just saying words. You are breaking contracts with poverty, with abuse, with betrayal, with envy. You are dissolving invisible cords that tie you to people who only drain you. There is a reason you feel like certain connections are becoming uncomfortable, like certain environments are getting too small for you. The universe is tightening the walls around what is false, so you cannot stay there anymore. It is not punishment. It is protection. I see that in love, your heart has been walking on crystal. Delicate, careful, afraid that one wrong step will shatter everything. Some of you have been in connections where you gave your all and received crumbs. Others have been alone for too long, convincing yourselves that you have more important things to focus on, that love can wait. But in the depths of your heart there is a quiet echo. Will I ever be truly chosen? Spirit says yes, but not by someone wearing a mask. Before the right love arrives or before the love you have now can truly transform, the false energies around you must fall like rotten leaves. Aquarius, this is why you have been feeling tested. Your work environment, your finances, your home, even your body have been sending you signs. Delays, misunderstandings, sudden expenses, strange dreams. None of this is random. You are in a spiritual examination, and the question is simple. Will you finally choose yourself? The universe is willing to rearrange circumstances in your favor, but it cannot do that while you keep insisting on saving everyone else at your own cost. There is a phrase I want you to write in the comments as a decree of transformation, as a signal that you are ready for 180-degree positive turn in your life. I allow a 180-degree turn toward miracles. Write it, claim it, seal it. When you take that simple action, you are not just interacting with a video, You are interacting with your own destiny. And as you affirm this, as a gentle but powerful act of gratitude to the universe for reaching you in this exact moment, give this video a like. By doing that, you are not just supporting this message, you are also making a pact with yourself. You are saying, I am ready to receive more guidance, more signs, more doors opening in my favor. Now, look at your life as if it were a table full of objects. Some represent love, some represent money, others represent friendships, family, health, projects. Spirit is slowly removing those objects that are broken, old, useless. This may feel like loss, but it is actually divine cleaning. You are being prepared for a new chapter, and that new chapter requires space. Divine justice is already walking toward you, even if you cannot see its face yet. People who spoke badly about you will face their own shadows. Those who took advantage of your kindness will be confronted with their own emptiness. You will not need to seek revenge. The universe is already balancing the scales. As this first wave of messages closes, I see the presence of justice herself standing behind you, sword of truth in one hand, scales in the other. She leans toward your ear and whispers, "What is yours by right can no longer be denied." Remember this phrase, hold on to it, because in the next breath of this reading, something in your story is going to shift in a way you did not expect. My path is protected. My destiny is abundance. As I continue to move through your energy, Aquarius, justice remains by your side, but now another card slides forward, the star. This is your card, the essence of who you truly are. Under the light of the star, every lie, every false friend, every hidden intention begins to dissolve. The universe is telling you, you were never meant to live in the shadows of others. You are meant to be the guiding light, not the lamp hidden under the table. The enemies that were operating behind your back did not understand one thing. When they attempt to dim a star, they only provoke it to shine brighter. And your emotional life, the cards reveal a cycle of unfairness that is finally reaching its end. For some Aquarians, I see a partner or love interest who has been emotionally unavailable, keeping you on hold, asking for more time, more patience, more understanding, while giving you very little in return. For others, I see a past relationship still haunting your nights, especially when you try to move on. They appear in dreams, in songs, in random memories, and you wonder if that is a sign to go back or simply a test. Spirit is very clear. You are not meant to go backward. You are meant to understand why you attracted that pattern, forgive yourself, and move forward with wisdom. There is also the energy of someone watching you from afar, possibly through social media, trying to measure your glow, trying to see if you have moved on, if you are happy, if you are rising. They may not say it out loud, but their ego cannot stand the idea of you succeeding without them. Their hidden envy is one of the chains that the universe is about to break. Remember, no one can truly block what is divinely yours. They can only delay it when you give your power away. The cards show a past where you often felt like you loved too much or gave too much. Perhaps you were the one always fixing, always apologizing, always adjusting your schedule, your dreams, your desires, so the other person could be comfortable. That season is ending. Spirit is guiding you into relationships that match your frequency, where too much is finally seen as exactly what I prayed for. But before that love stabilizes in your reality, the last traces of emotional injustice must be burned. I see a conversation coming for you, a dialogue that feels like a final chapter. It could be with a lover, an ex, or even a close friend or family member. In that exchange, masks will fall. Truths that were avoided will surface. It might be intense, but do not fear it. This is not to destroy you. This is to free you. You are going to see who really stands next to you and who is only standing on your shoulders to see farther. In the realm of friendships, there is one soul who has proven time and time again that they are loyal, even if they are not always physically present. They may live far away, they may be busy, but their energy is pure. Spirit wants you to treasure this connection, because this person is part of your soul tribe. Where others tried to compete with you, this soul celebrates you. Where others gossiped, this soul defended your name, even when you were not around. The universe often gives us one or two people like this in a lifetime. Value them. Now, let us speak about your heart's healing. I see the Three of Swords, the card of heartbreak, pierced pain, disappointments that left you doubting your own worth. But alongside it appears the Temperance card, pouring golden light over those wounds. Your heart is not broken beyond repair. It is being reforged, made stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Not naive, not desperate, but balanced. Your capacity to love deeply is not a curse. It is your greatest treasure. The only adjustment needed is this. Learn to offer that depth to those who can reciprocate, not to those who only take. Aquarius, Spirit wants you to repeat again. My path is protected, my destiny is abundance. Feel how those words wrap your heart like gentle hands, how they close old doors, how they seal old wounds. This is a decree of faith, but also a spiritual contract. Every time you say it, you are confirming to the universe, I will no longer accept what diminishes me. In the middle of this emotional clearing, there is a subtle but powerful invitation. The universe is preparing to introduce you to environments where you are appreciated for your ideas, your originality, your courage to be different. For some, this may manifest as a new social circle, a community, a group, or even an online space where you finally feel understood. For others, it might be a romantic connection that arrives unexpectedly, perhaps through work, friends, or even distant communication, and sees you as the miracle you are, not as a backup option. But Spirit also asks something from you. Protect your energy. Do not share every dream with everyone. Do not announce every step before you take it. Hidden enemies feed on information. The less they know, the less they can interfere. You are learning the art of sacred privacy. Being open-hearted but not exposed, being kind but not naive, being spiritual but not blind. Love for you, Aquarius, is not just romance. It is also rebirth of self-love, the discovery that your sensitivity and your mind can coexist in harmony. You do not have to choose between logic and emotion. You can have both. You can be the visionary and the lover, the thinker and the feeler. This balance is what will attract the right soul to your side. Someone who respects your freedom, admires your brilliance, and supports your path instead of controlling it. Take a moment now. Place your hand over your chest, feel your heartbeat, and whisper for yourself, I am worthy of a love that does not ask me to shrink. The cards respond with a promise. You will not be asked to dim your light again just to keep someone close. The universe is not cruel. It is recalibrating your connection so that love, in all its forms, becomes a source of strength, not exhaustion. And as this part of your reading breathes out, I see one last image, a door slowly closing behind you. On the other side of that door remain the hidden enemies, the false friends, the lovers who never truly chose you, the people who only saw the fragments of you that were convenient to them. In front of you, another door is starting to glow, but it has not fully opened yet. For that to happen, we must now look at your path of money, work, and spiritual abundance, because there, Aquarius, is where the next big twist of your destiny is about to appear. My path is protected. My destiny is abundance. The energy shifts as I touch the area of your life related to work, money, and material stability. The cards become heavier, denser, as if they carry the weight of long years of effort, sacrifice, and sometimes frustration. I see the Eight of Pentacles. You, working, learning, repeating, perfecting, investing time and energy into something that maybe not everyone sees, but you know is important. You have been like the silent architect of your own life, building foundations in the dark, often without applause, without immediate results, without certainty. And yet, you continued. I also see the Five of Pentacles. Moments where money did not flow as you needed, where doors closed, where opportunities slipped through your fingers, where you asked, why does it seem so easy for others and so hard for me? There were times when you felt spiritually abandoned, fearful that maybe the universe had forgotten your name. But Spirit shows me a profound truth. You were never abandoned. You were being trained. Every delay, every no, every job that ended, every project that did not take off, acted as a spiritual filter. They were separating you from paths that would have limited your potential. They were teaching you resilience, creativity, and independence. You were forced to think differently, to innovate, to not follow the same map as everyone else, because your destiny is not average. You were never meant to simply survive. You were meant to create, to impact, to bring new ideas and different ways of living into the world. Now, another card appears, the Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity is being prepared for you. A seed of abundance that, if planted wisely, can grow into something lasting and fruitful. This may show as a new job offer, an unexpected client, a financial chance, a collaboration, or an idea that suddenly lights up in your mind. But pay attention. This gift will not arrive wrapped in perfection. It may come disguised as extra work, as an invitation you are not sure about, or as a risk that feels intimidating. Your task is to recognize the golden seed inside the ordinary situation. The universe wants to compensate you for the unjust imbalances you have carried in the material world. It is time for the scales to adjust. If someone owes you money, if your work has been underpaid, if your talents have been ignored, the energy around that is changing. Divine justice in your finances means you will stop accepting less than what you deserve. You will negotiate better. You will value your time. You will learn to say, "No, this is not aligned with my worth," and that very act will open new streams of income you could not see before. Your lucky color in this season is electric blue, the color of clarity, communication, and divine protection over your ideas. Surround yourself with this color. Wear it, visualize it, imagine a blue light around your head when you think and when you speak. It will help you communicate your needs more clearly, negotiate fearlessly, and protect your thoughts from sabotage, both internal and external. Your lucky numbers are 4, 11, 22, and 33. These numbers will appear as signs on clocks, receipts, addresses, messages. When you see them, pause for a second and remember this decree. My path is protected, my destiny is abundance. The universe will use these codes to remind you that, even when circumstances seem chaotic, your story is being guided. Now I see the wheel of fortune turning slowly behind you. This card does not just bring luck. It brings change. For some Aquarians, this will mean a shift in career direction, a new field, a promotion, or a relocation. For others, it might mean leaving behind a job or environment that has become toxic, even if you do not yet know where the next step will lead. The important thing is this: the wheel turns in your favor when you stop clinging to what is clearly decaying. The energy of hidden enemies that appeared before also touched your money. For some, there were people who took advantage of your generosity, borrowing and not returning, using your resources, your contacts, or your skills without compensation. For others, there were colleagues or superiors who minimized your contributions, took credit for your ideas, or blocked your growth out of insecurity. This is where divine justice becomes very real. Expect revelations, shifts in hierarchy, or surprising exits. Those who harmed you economically will face their own scarcity lessons. You will start to see doors open in places that were previously closed, because the spiritual blockage caused by those unjust dynamics is being lifted. Your spiritual energy in this period is one of awakening power. You are not meant to work only with your hands or your intellect. Your intuition, your visions, your unusual ideas are also tools for your prosperity. Do not dismiss what comes to you in dreams, synchronicities, sudden insights. A simple idea written on a piece of paper today can become the source of your freedom tomorrow. The universe is asking you to take one concrete action toward your abundance after hearing this message. It can be small: organizing your finances, updating your resume, researching something you have been postponing, creating a plan, sending a message, starting that project. That action will serve as a signal to Spirit that you are ready to collaborate with the opportunities being aligned. And as you move in that direction, remember to anchor yourself with faith. Say it once more with conviction. My path is protected, my destiny is abundance. Each repetition is like a key turning in a lock, opening a door that fear kept closed. We are approaching the turning point of your reading, Aquarius. So far we have seen warnings, enemies exposed, emotional patterns breaking, divine justice approaching in love and money. But now, in the final movement of this message, a new card appears that changes everything. I see the tower and the star together. Destruction and rebirth, chaos and illumination, the fall of what is false and the revelation of what is true. A powerful twist is about to unfold in your story, leading you directly into victory, love, and abundance in a way you might not yet imagine. As the tower rises in your reading, you may feel a familiar fear. The fear of losing, of sudden changes, of everything collapsing at once. But I want you to look closely at the image Spirit shows me. The tower that falls is not your soul, not your essence, not your destiny. It is the structure built on lies, fears, and compromises that no longer align with who you are becoming. This tower can manifest as a job that ends, a relationship that breaks, a secret that surfaces, or a plan that suddenly stops working. It may feel shocking when it happens, but understand this. The universe will not allow you to remain in places that suffocate your purpose. Right next to the tower, your card appears again. The star. This is not a coincidence. This is a promise. From the ashes of what falls, your true light emerges. Where others see only ruin, you will see a path. Where others would give up, you will rebuild with wisdom. Spirit is saying, you will not just survive this change. You will thrive because of it. Divine justice reaches its climax here. Those who underestimated you will watch as you rise. Those who laughed at your dreams will see them manifest. Those who played with your heart will witness you being loved the way you always deserved. You are moving from a season of begging for crumbs into a season of receiving full tables. The tower is not your punishment. It is your liberation and love. This twist can manifest as the end of a stagnant connection or the sudden healing of a long-standing wound that has kept you emotionally prisoner. For some, it may bring a breakup or separation that, although painful at first, opens the door for a soul-level union to enter later. For others, it might bring a shocking truth within an existing relationship that leads to a genuine rebuilding based on honesty and mutual respect. The common thread is this: love in your life will no longer be built on illusions. It will be built on truth. In money and work, the twist may appear as an unexpected change. A restructuring, a shift in leadership, an offer from nowhere, a coincidence that guides you to a better path. Aquarians are innovators, and the universe is ready to place you where your originality is not only accepted but needed. You are moving toward positions, projects, and ideas that allow you to leave a mark, not just earn a paycheck. The spiritual energy over you becomes brighter, almost electric. You are entering a cycle of downloads, synchronicities, and confirmations. You will think of something and soon after see a sign, a message, or an opportunity related to it. The veil between your thoughts and your reality is thinning, which is why your decrees carry so much power right now. Say it with me one last time, from your heart. My path is protected, my destiny is abundance. Let that decree vibrate in your chest. Imagine it traveling through your spine, spreading into your life, touching your past, healing it, touching your present, clarifying it, touching your future, blessing it. This is not just a pretty phrase. It is your spiritual weapon, your anchor, your code. Now Spirit gives me a simple but powerful instruction for you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you stayed too long, gave too much, believed the wrong person, doubted your own intuition. You did the best you could with the tools and awareness you had. Today you have more clarity, more strength, more knowledge. Today you can choose differently. Today you can allow the universe to treat you according to your true worth. You are walking out of a season of hidden enemies and injustices, and stepping into a season of visible blessings and open doors. Victory for you will not only be material. It will be emotional and spiritual. You will look back and say, now I understand why that had to end. Now I see why that door never opened. Now I see why Spirit removed that person from my path. What once felt like punishment will be recognized as protection. The promise over your life is this: love will not pass you by. Abundance will not ignore your address. Opportunities will not keep skipping your name. What is meant for you is being aligned with divine precision. Your role is to keep your heart clean, your boundaries strong, and your faith alive. If this message has resonated deep within you, it is because your soul recognizes its own story being spoken. As a final act of alignment, I invite you once more to write in the comments, I allow a 180-degree turn toward miracles. Let it be your closing signature, your conscious act of saying yes to the new life that is calling you. And as a sacred gesture of gratitude, not to me, but to the universe that orchestrated this meeting between us, give this video a like. In doing so, you are declaring, I am ready to receive more guidance, more light, more confirmations. You are opening a channel for future messages to find you exactly when you need them. Remember your lucky color: electric blue. Remember your numbers: 4, 11, 22, 33. Remember your decree: my path is protected, my destiny is abundance. These are your keys, your codes, your tools as you move forward. Aquarius, this reading is not just for a day. It is a map for a chapter of your life. You are leaving behind the darkness of betrayal, the weight of injustice, the confusion of doubt. You are stepping into a path of clarity, victory, love, and abundance. Even on the days when you still feel afraid, know this: you are not walking alone. Spirit walks beside you, and this message will remain here, waiting for you to return whenever you need to remember who you are and where you are going. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy, to speak to your soul, to accompany you in this moment. Carry these words in your heart like a quiet flame. And as you move into your tomorrow, do not forget: you are guided, you are protected, and your destiny is already shining ahead of you. My path is protected. My destiny is abundance.